Robur the Conqueror by Jules Verne. Translated with an introduction by Alex Kirstukas. Edited by Arthur B. Evans. Narrated by Tad Davis. Introduction by the translator Alex Kirstukas. When Jules Verne takes to the air, we have every reason to anticipate something special. Robur the Conqueror, 1886, is one of the phenomenally influential French novelist's most iconic works, with its enigmatic central figure, and especially its magnificent imaginary aircraft, the Albatross. Though the novel took its impetus from a now obscure debate that pitted lighter against heavier-than-air flight technology, it still thrills and perplexes in equal measure. Much ink has been spilled over the book's faults, merits, and multiple themes, but this much is immediately clear. It is a playful, argumentative, often compellingly ambiguous exploration, from the distant past to what was then the near future, of humankind's quest to conquer the sky. France had been deeply interested in flight since 1783, when aeronautical history was made twice. The brothers Joseph Michel Montgolfier, 1740 to 1810, and Jacques Etienne Montgolfier, 1745 to 1799, developed the hot air balloon, or Montgolfier, and Jacques Charles, 1746 to 1823, invented the gas balloon, or Charlier. Balloon mania swept France, continuing unabated through the mid-19th century. The so-called conquest of the air, the discovery of a practical way to steer balloons, seemed imminent and technologically vital. As Henri Zhukovsky has pointed out, the dream of controlling a balloon became synonymous with controlling space itself. But could a balloon be controlled? Verne, then an unknown 23-year-old writer, implied doubts about that possibility in his second published story, A Voyage in a Balloon, 1851, where a character who claims to have invented a steering mechanism is quickly revealed to be insane. By 1863, Verne was emphatic. "I don't believe that we'll manage to steer a balloon. I'm acquainted with all the methods attempted or proposed. Not one of them works. Not one of them is feasible. We'd need to come up with a motor that's both amazingly strong and unbelievably light, and if we did, we wouldn't be able to withstand air currents of any significance." So speaks Samuel Ferguson, hero of Verne's first published novel, 5 Weeks in a Balloon. With this book's publication in January 1863, Verne began his legendary collaboration with the publisher Pierre-Jules Hetzel, 1814 to 1886, launching a series of grippingly plotted and abundantly well-researched novels that would soon be collectively titled The Extraordinary Voyages. As both the short story and the novel suggest, Verne's interest in balloons was complex. On the one hand, his fascination with the mysterious and the wondrous, his romantic side with a capital R, made him as excited as anybody about the possibilities of flight. On the other, his equally strong pull toward the rational and the scientific led him to realize that balloons could not and probably would never be able to live up to the idealized expectations being set for them. Verne was not alone. Just a few months after 5 Weeks was published, 3 people equally excited about the boundless potential of flight and equally convinced about the impracticality of balloons joined forces to advocate for other means to the sky. The Viscount Gustave de Ponton-d'Amicourt, 1825 to 1888, and the writer Gabriel de la Landelle, 1812 to 1886, believed the future belonged to heavier-than-air flying machines driven by propellers. The two of them coined the words hélicoptère and aviation, respectively.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?